Phil Jackson, private investigator. I'm very sorry to learn about your husband's premature death. I know it's very difficult for you, but still, if you could recollect something, such as any enemies or any foes of that sort that might have been responsible behind your husband's death.
Please, I'm not in a state to talk right now. Please leave us alone.
Well, madam, I understand your disposition, but if you could concentrate for a little more and just give us some clue regarding to your husband's death, it would give us a good clue about your husband's murder.
Don't you understand? I don't want to hear. Get out right now.
Well, madam, I understand your predicament, but don't you want to see the perpetrators be put behind bars? Well, if you could recollect something, even a little bit from your past, maybe some extramarital affairs that you or your husband might have had with some other person, it might prove to be beneficial for the case.
Well, there was a guy in college. His name was Jones. Edward Jones. He was crazy about me, but I never paid any attention to him. But that was many years back, long before my marriage. That's all I can tell you right now. Please leave us alone.
Thank you, madam. This information is extremely valuable to me. If Edward Jones is the actual killer, I can assure you that he will be good behind bars. Come in. Hey, Brando, how are you, man?
I'm fine.
Oh, after such a long day. Oh, sit down. Have a seat, man.
Thank you.
So, tell me about yourself.
I'm fine these days.
So, Brando, how are you? I have not been able to find you so long. Where were you?
My work schedule was very hectic. I barely could find time for myself.
Oh, I see. Please enjoy.
Oh,
beer.
thank you. Thank you, Phil.
Oh, don't mention.
Cheers.
Ah, surely. It's good that you have come along. I must tell you that I've been trying to solve a riddle for the past few days. And I must honestly confess that I have not been able to go very much far in that case. It's about a man named George who was killed at Wellington Avenue. Her wife Jennifer told me something about a person named Edward Jones, but I surely could not. What should I say? That as any normal detective, it was mandatory for me to suspect Edward Jones. But I must tell you that my heart is not in agreement with my mind.
Why are you telling me all this?
Well, because you are the only friend that I know. I can share my experience with you. Please, don't take it otherwise. Well, now the point where I came to, that Edward Jones, that man, well, he's a kind of a let-off, you know. He cannot commit such a crime. He's a loser. He has not achieved anything in his life. He's a complete disappointment. I could barely the suspicion which I have is completely washed away, because I think a man of such an attitude could not commit a murder with such finesse. I don't think Edward Jones was all behind all this. So, the other question that is coming in my mind now, that maybe some psychotic freak was on a killing spree. Well, I must say, if I can find that bastard in front of me, he will die 1,000 times before he's executed as per the court of law. don't you think such a scum must rot in hell? Are you alright, my friend? I am the answer to your case. Well, Brando, I could not imagine in my wildest of dreams that you could be behind all this. I don't know what to do with you. Hello, 911. I'm here to report a murder. I've found a murder. It was murder of George, Wellington Avenue. The murderer has confessed and he's sitting just beside me. His name is Morris Brando. Please come as quickly as possible. Well, Morris, I could fit every bits and details of the puzzles, but still now I could not understand how you were responsible for the murder. Can you please expound it?
He was an atheist. I am a servant of God. Worthless mortals like them don't have the right to live in this world. I will kill all of them. All of them. Hail, Morris Brando. Hail thy name so profoundly that it reaches the acme of human contribution towards God.